Okay, let me see. Blocking, I'm just like blocking people, faces, things. It's not gonna let me do what I wanna do. Yeah, either way, I'm blocking Yusuke. It's okay. That's fine. Alright, so hope everybody's doing well. If you are watching this replay of this live stream, this video, be sure to leave some comments in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts on the topic of today. Stream is always going to be hard to turn on if people pop in to the chat. If they don't at any given point within the next 15-20 minutes, maybe 30, then I'm gonna call it, just because I feel like I'm just be rambling. Plus, I wasn't sure what was going to be going on today. I have somewhere I have to go, somewhere, help a family member out for however long it's going to take, 2 or 3 or 4 hours in a day. So we'll see what happens. But as per the topic at hand, definitely, like I said, hope you all are doing well on this Wednesday, or I like to call Wednesday. Something I've been saying that for years now. Definitely hope you and your family are good, great, and everybody's just enjoying, hopefully, for the most part, enjoying a semblance of life for yourself. But again, per the topic today, we are talking about the live action Netflix series Yu Yu Hakusho and the stage play. I found a way to be able to watch the stage play. Of course, there's no subtitles for the stage play per that video, but I watched like the first, I guess, few minutes of it while I was at work. So I couldn't really, dive into the stage play. So I have to find a different time. Not sure if it would be today or later this week or the weekend to be able to check it out. I think it's like an hour and a half long, 2 hours, something like that. So, but per this stage play, we are, and of course, like I said, the live action. A few things that have occurred. Give me a second for that to do this too. Spell. Per the live action Netflix series that of course went like viral last weekend, and even some more into this week, as we learned key actors were going to be portraying the live action roles. Still no information on other cast members per the other characters, like Toguro, like Genkai, like Sensui, a few other characters and stuff like that. Still wondering if we will be, seeing the dark tournament, like I talked about in the stream from 48 hours ago or a little bit more, that I believe I'm going to record and saying from my end, I'm gonna assume and guess that we're not gonna get the dark tournament in that first season. I'm believing that their hope is to get more than one season per these episodes, and I believe that at the end is when they will be talking about hinting at the dark tournament for the next season of this live action adaptation. But again, it literally is going to be the main focus is going to be just about, will this show get the numbers that they want, the viewership that they want? Of course, Netflix is always looking for new subscribers. That's one of the main reasons why, if you didn't know, that reasons why shows get canceled is because they're hoping that shows and movies bring new subscribers, not keep the ones that are currently there. That's why there has been a report that they've actually lost millions of dollars over the last quarter of their income intake for 2022, and I believe even late 2021. So, if shows aren't bringing in new subscribers, new people to fund their site, that's why shows and stuff like that are getting canceled constantly, even if they are 2 or 3 seasons into a series. So, Yu Yu Hakusho is just another one that they are hopeful that will bring new subscribers from the old fan base, and even including, per what the executive producer for the live action series did say, he did quote in saying that he is hoping to bring this to life for the new generation. This is what he's quoting. Didn't bring up us, the older generation, who, those of you who watched the original 1992 version. Now, I'm still I'm an old guy. I'm up there in age myself, but I would say that I'm a part of that generation that, back in 92 when I was a kid, that if I was watching Yu Yu Hakusho at that time, yes, I'll be a part of that. But I always want to record and saying I just recently watched the 1992 anime just a few years ago, and I loved it so much that I rewatch it now up to this point. So that's that, guys. That's the reason why shows and stuff get canceled constantly, because they're not bringing in new subscribers, and then of course they're losing folks. That's why I'm saying Netflix is losing money, because they're losing subscribers because the price keeps going up, and fans of this site are not they don't like the content that is currently on there, because fans are basically, I see it all the time, fans are basically saying that there's nothing on the site to watch. People are not flocking back to rewatch stuff. So that's the reason why they're losing. Again, people are getting sick and tired of the price going up, getting charged more and more, up to $5 or more each year, and there's no new fresh content for them to watch. And then we're seeing a lot of rehashes, and of course Yu Yu Hakusho would be something that is a rehash, is just being put into a live action form, and not being what anime fans want is what a remake, like how Hunter x Hunter gotten back in 2011. So all in all, with all of that said, like I said, depends on people coming to the chat. If they don't come into the chat next 15 minutes, 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes, then I will just call it for today. And we will go from there moving forward. But again, if any new cast members pop up, sure, I will probably do another live stream talking about that, or do another video, whichever comes first. But again, I'm curious, wondering. Yeah, we talked about in the last live stream, I'm gonna pull it up here. We talked about I wish I had done what I thought I did originally, and I did not. I'm gonna have to go find it here. Give me a moment. It's talking about Toguro. When we talk about Toguro, right? that I brought this up in the stream a few days ago, where I gotta fix it as always. I don't know why it just doesn't just stretch to the screen. That, you know, it's not going to be, it shouldn't be too hard to find somebody, you know, his height, even his build. More so, everything else will be them applying whatever they're going to be applying, you know, we're believing that everything else is going to be CGI. More than likely going to be some CGI stuff in there, more than likely, including transformations, specifically Toguro, specifically Yusuke. If they were to get a second or third season of the series and they dive into Yusuke's demon form, so there's that as well. You know, but with that, I saw some interesting stuff online that stood out to me. That was like, was just like, like, because I already went on, you know, record and talking about how that but went on record talking about that, how you know, we are going to be, the people are going to be watching this, fans of the original. Again, like I said, several minutes ago, that the executive producer, he said that he wants to bring this fresh thing for the new generation. But again, the older generation are going to watch this anyway. Not many. I don't think some fans won't check it out, just because they've been let down by past live actions, and there's several of them out there. Some fans put out the list that I didn't even know existed, and I was just like, there was way more than what I thought. There's roughly, like, I think like 10 or so live actions, probably more than maybe 12 out there, that fans have sat down and watched, and they didn't like most of them. Only a small handful that were enjoyable. And per this live action that's to come, you know, something interesting that I am noticing and seeing per fans. Now, again, per the topic at hand, when we talk about the live action, and per the question, you know, should we watch let's see, will this one work? It might not. Let's see, it might not work. It sort of works. Should we watch this live action, or should we watch the stage play? I'm hearing that the stage play was done really, really well, and you know, with the stage play, per these actors that are going to be playing these characters, you know, Hiei, Kurama, Kuwabara, Yusuke, the Fantastic Four, the Four Horsemen, however you want to call them, you know, will they be able to capture these characters from old? One of the things that I also was reading online was that somebody else one of the other producers had spoken up and said that, you know, we are looking to base this live action per the manga, not the actual anime itself. So with that, we see that these images are actually more so linking towards how the characters looked in the manga versus how they would look on the anime. Now, also with that too, I actually have an image of one of the want to say he was the stage play. This is the stage play, I think. One of the actors for the stage play for Kuro. This is what he looks like. Let me move my camera over. This is him holding the flower. And of course his hair. Now again, we just saw the image of Jun Shiso per how he's going to be portrayed in the live action. But this is from the stage play. I don't know this. I don't know any of the actors. I forgot to look them up. Any of the actors' names here, but they actually are like their hairstyle literally fits more towards the anime style, which is dope, to be honest. I think I do have images of all four of them. Yes, I do. They're right here. Yeah, so these are the images here per the stage play, what they look like per the actors. And like I said, I heard that the stage play done really, really well. Of course, image-wise, visual-wise, that they literally fit these characters and their clothing and stuff like that. It just worked out. It was just like really, really just like cool, right? But you know, again, like I said, people are gonna watch the live action. But for those who haven't seen the stage play, and maybe they can be able to find somebody that put out the stage play with some subtitles, because again, per what they did, no subtitles in that video that I saw online. Maybe there's a different one, but you know, from what I heard, the stage play is actually really, really great, really good, capturing what people were used to seeing from the anime. It's just in stage play form. Stage plays, that's the one thing that I know for sure. Stage plays are, for the most part, what, high 70, high 80% liked or loved by many that go see these stage plays, even if it's not like based on an anime. The stage plays, period, are really, really good or great per what people, the viewers, go when they go to see and watch these stage plays. You know, will this live action actually be able to, because I talked about it in the live stream from like say 48 hours ago, could this be the live action that literally shifts the needle in the right direction to where it has some major success, major what is it that I'm trying to say, like major basically like fans like really liking or loving this show, this series that's coming soon. I think I just have the one. I think I'm just gonna probably just go back, and I have this fan art here actually, and pop this up here on the screen too. I actually like this fan art that somebody did. Name is in the right corner there. But as we look here, this fan art is literally fitting to the live action actors for the Netflix series, per their hairstyles, per stuff like that. Now, I did see some fans talking about Hiei, the actor. His eye color is blue. It's not, if I remember correctly, Hiei's eye color is brown or something like that. Fans are not liking that. The thing that I always say is that I'm not somebody who is like, it needs to be fully, 1000% per the source material. Again, that's what fans want. They have, fans have a right to want that. Because again, if you're going to bring something to life like anime or manga, fans want it to they've always visualized what it would be like to look like in live action form. But again, we must, like I talked about it again in the stream from 48 hours ago, that we have to remember that these writers, directors, creators and stuff for these live actions, their hands are tied. They're going to do but so much with what they have. There's a lot of legalities with trying to do something. We already have fan fictions out there, and even those are really, really slippery slopes when trying to create something of their own version of something like a Dragon Ball Z, like the one guy did with his own, with the recent video that he did that came out, 2 weeks ago or something like that. So, even with that, something like that could get taken out. There's a guy who, because I'm a Star Wars fan, there's a guy who re-edited the Kenobi series, all 6 episodes, and he put it out there on social media. That got taken down. He had to do it at a different route so that people could still watch it on their own and sit and enjoy it. So people, whether you are in the business or not, whether you're making fan fiction or not, slippery slope to attempt to try to do something to bring it to life, whether it's your version or somebody else's version, to try to tweak or whatever, because at the end of the day, people's hands are tied. There's only but so much companies can do to really be able to bring stuff to life. Again, fans want to see, like, Superman. Speaking of DC, they want to see Superman carrying planets on his shoulders, like how he did in the comic books. People want to see other specific characters blowing up planets, being Omega based. I think that's what they're called, like Omega level villains and stuff, doing Omega level crimes against universes and timelines and stuff. Fans want to see that, but these companies can't do stuff like that. Again, this is Disney. They still want to have a family-oriented running ship. But fans want a lot of fans want rated R stuff. Yu Hakusho can definitely have some rated R things if they really wanted to push the envelope, but there will be backlash. Just saying. Granted, the Multiverse of Madness, Doctor Strange 2, was definitely not, to be honest, it wasn't rated R, but it definitely felt rated R to me. And many other fans, yeah, because they didn't hold back in that. But fans were shocked, but they loved it. But of course, some fans didn't like the plot and the story, because again, it still didn't line up with what the comic books per Wanda's character and other characters in the movie. So again, with this, it's the same thing. You're going to see stuff that get changed or tweaked or added. You're going to constantly see this constantly. There's only a few, literally, guys, there's only a few times that we're going to get things be accurate per a manga, a comic book, or whatever, or a book coming to life. So we just kind of have to, remember that. See, then you're going to either watch it or you're not going to watch it. Nobody's forcing anybody to watch any of these live actions. Nobody's forcing anybody to watch any of these things that are being put in front of us each and every year. But again, of course, like I say, the hope is, yes, sure, if you're going to bring a live action to life, fans are sure definitely allowed to want to expect to see these things accurately brought to life. Again, like I said, I'm not somebody who's like that. I'm only a little bit like that when it's pertaining to Star Wars, because Star Wars is my favorite fictional world that I've in. Because there I go Star Wars and then I go anime, so that's just like, for me. But only a little bit. So I understand both sides of the spectrum when it's pertaining to bringing stuff to life and stuff like that. So, will we see this live action be able to grasp and capture fans' hearts how it did with the anime, for the many fans that continue to rewatch the anime? Again, live actions have not met the mark for many fans of anything that has been transformed from anime to live action when it's pertaining to Netflix. So, Netflix record is like, I don't know, 3-15 or something. I don't know, whatever, however you want to record it for yourself. So the hope again, is that this possibly might be the anime turned live action that could shift the needle and have people running back. And like I said at the beginning of the stream, Netflix is looking for newer subscribers. They're not too focused on the already current subscribers. Looking for the newer ones, people to actually run to their site and say, hey, I'm going to subscribe to this because of Yu Yu Hakusho's live actions on, or because this show's on, or that show, or whatever. And you know, again, what was said, they are looking to, per these images, they are focusing on the look, as far as how they look, as far as the hairstyle looks, is more pertaining to the manga than it is to the anime itself. So there are a lot of fans out there that are just like, we don't like the hair and Hiei's eye color and this, that, and the third. So they're per what was said, a couple of producers said, you know, we're going to be pushing this out to the newer generation, and we're going to be looking to focus on the manga as accurate as possible. But again, like I said, the stage play, per what the images I showed you, the stage play literally accurately gave us what these characters look like per the anime itself, and it was really, really dope. I will sit down and watch the stage play at some point, hopefully this week. If I'm not too busy, I might watch it today, because I got some stuff that I gotta do in the next couple hours or so, and that's probably gonna take half of my day up. But you know, that's the hope. You know, will these actors be able to fully portray Hiei, Yusuke, Kurama, Kuwabara, these characters, bring them to life in live action form? Again, like I did talk about in the stream from 48 hours ago, these actors' hands are tied. They have no say on how the script should be. You know, they can't tweak the script. The script's already done. All they can do is follow the directions that, you know, the director and his team their team are telling them how to portray these characters. Like I said with Star Wars and Tamir Morrison, he said it best. Like, he knew the character because he was the character all those many moons ago, those many years ago. He sat down and watched to read the script for the Book of Boba Fett. He literally told them, you know, this isn't how the character usually responds or acts. He doesn't talk so much, blah, blah, blah. But he had no say on changing that script. So it's the same thing. You know, he had to be more talkative in his series on the Book of Boba Fett, Star Wars. These actors, they are going to do whatever they are told to do, because at the end of the day, they're getting paid to do the job, to do the work. So, you know, they're going to do whatever it is that the director and his team or their team are going to want them to do. And, you know, this live action more than likely may be added to the list of not great live action turned anime. Once again, added to a higher ranking of something that people watched and they just didn't like or love. But again, like I always tell people, you still have the source material. You still read the manga. You can still watch the anime. You can make the decision to be of the many people who decided to unsubscribe to Netflix. And the reason why Netflix is losing money, because people are getting tired of Netflix raising their prices and not having content that they feel are good or great in their eyes, and they don't feel like rewatching some of these shows. You know, you can be one of those folks that decide to unsubscribe to Netflix and move on to something else, or just, you know, do whatever it is that you would do moving forward. And you know, it's just, again, like I said, Netflix is looking for new subscribers, and that's how they continue to get their money up. But again, they've lost millions of dollars over the past 6 to 8 months because people are leaving their site, no longer sticking and staying, because again, prices are going up, and to fans, content is not getting better for them. So that's why they're just like, they're out of town. And I'm one of the few that are kind of hanging on by a thread here with my subscription. So I've been really thinking about being one of the many fans of Netflix literally over a decade now, that have been subscribed to their Netflix site, of considering about dropping it, not because of the content, but mainly because of the price. But that's just for me, and I'm talking about other subscriptions too. I'm just like, it's getting more and more expensive to take on these subscriptions, even though there's content there. But eventually, you know, you have to keep bringing content in, and if the content isn't being consistent and being great, or keeping my attention, of course I'm going to be one of the few that's going to be like, oh, I think it's time for me to stop being a subscriber to this site, you know. But again, mainly reason for me is because of cost. It's not so much as the content. So, you know, but I can understand many other people just like, look, content's not good, it hasn't been great, their prices are getting higher and higher, I need to get that heck out of here, go find something else. So again, the subscriptions are optional anyway. And of course, the live action stuff, anything live action, the shows, the content, it's all optional. You don't have to click on any of that stuff to watch it. It's your choice. Whatever you decide to do, you know, it's best for you and what you do in your time in that specific, you know, hour, 2 hour time frame on that site. You don't have to watch these, you know, these live action shows. You know, nobody's forcing you, which is great. So, you know, again, the question is, should we prefer watching the stage play over the live action? More than likely, probably. Stage play, like I said, I've heard nothing but great things about the stage play being really, really good or really, really great. And, you know, people would rather flock to that. You know, maybe that's what needs to happen, is more stage plays. You know, and there are other stage plays out there that were anime turned into stage play. Demon Slayer is one of them. I haven't checked that out. I gotta look that up. Demon Slayer is my favorite anime of 2019. It's a mainstay here on the channel. And I'm getting ready to do some extra stuff with Demon Slayer when it's pertaining to that anime here on the channel. You know, live action is still something that is not keeping fans' attentions. It is just continuously making fans just hate and despise them making these live actions, but they're going to continue to do it. Again, this is coming. One Piece is coming. They've done the Full Metal Alchemist. They've done what was the other one? I wouldn't be surprised if they would do a live action Demon Slayer. It was Bleach. They did Bleach. They did Death Note. Death Note's getting another live action per the Duffer Brothers. They're doing their own version, which they're fans of the anime and the manga, so more than likely they will hope to actually do it the best way that they can, that fans will actually love whenever that comes out within the next 2 or 3 years. That's my guess for that live action. So yeah, we will see what happens to come in the months to come. I'm really just waiting for a trailer for the live action. Whenever it does decide to come out, probably more like do another stream for that, probably do some videos. I still have some stuff to do as far as the Yu Yu Hakusho stuff anyway, and including the anime, just specific videos for the anime itself, not so much as the anime and the live action. So I'll be working on those in the coming months, but we'll see what happens, guys. We will see moving forward what's gonna be what. Like I said, I'm just waiting for a teaser trailer and then the actual trailer for this, and see what happens, what's gonna work, what's gonna be what. More than likely 4 to 6 months from now, we'll see what's gonna be occurring with these trailers and stuff, and of course more information on like the actors for Genkai, Toguro, Sensui, and stuff like that. And then, like, that's the thing, Sensui probably might not be until later, if they get more than one series, if it gets the numbers, which I don't think it will, but who knows for sure. I only talk to them. But the stream is almost 40 minutes, literally basically like 60 seconds away from 40. I'm about to head on out of here. Nobody popped in the chat, so I just wanted to give my thoughts. If you haven't checked out the stage play for Yu Yu Hakusho, definitely look it up online. It's out there. You can be able to find it. It might be an hour and a half, 2 hours if I remember. If you find a subtitled version, cool, great. I'm gonna try to search for it if I can. I'm just gonna watch it and see what's what with that, and then probably do a video on my thoughts on it, and go from there. Like I said, hey, stage plays more than likely better than what the live action is going to be, but whenever it does arrive next year, I think they did say December, late 2023 in December, I will be looking forward to checking it out for sure, and then giving my thoughts on it. So, and then of course we still have Trigun, the remake that's supposed to come out next year. We still have that to look forward to as well, for those of us who are going to sit and watch that as well. So with that, guys, leave some comments in the comment section below if you made it through this entire stream replay, the video. Let's talk about some things. Let me know your thoughts if you feel up to it. Just hopeful that, again, this live action will be at least decent enough. I'm at least hoping for decent. We'll see what happens, but I will hopefully talk to you next time with another stream and or video. Stay safe, stay humble. I'll holler at you later, guys. Peace.